One more time. Let's sing it. Everybody all
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please take a seat. Good evening, esteemed guests, distinguished faculty members, and my fellow graduates. It is an honor to stand before you all on this momentous occasion. As we gather here today to celebrate our high school graduation, we reflect upon the journey that has brought us to this point. For many of us, this journey has been filled with challenges, triumphs, and unforgettable memories. We have made lasting friendships, learned valuable lessons, and discovered new passions. But as we leave high school and embark on the next phase of our lives, it is important to remember that the road ahead will not always be easy. We will encounter obstacles and setbacks, but it is through these challenges that we will grow and we will learn. As we celebrate our graduation, let us also take a moment to express our gratitude to those who have supported us throughout our high school years. To our families, who have been a constant source of love and encouragement, we thank you. To our teachers, who have worked tirelessly to educate and inspire us, we say thank you. And to our friends, who have been our partners in laughter and adventure, we say thank you. At this time, I would like to ask each senior to remove the white carnation from underneath their seat and deliver it to the person who has left the greatest impact on their life throughout their high school years. As we look towards the future, let us remember that our high school graduation is not the end, but rather the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. We have the power to shape our own destiny, to make a difference in the world, and leave a lasting impact on those around us. So, my fellow graduates, as we walk across the stage today, let us do so with pride, with joy, and with a sense of purpose. Let us take the lessons we have learned, the memories we have made, and the friendships we have forged, and let us use them to make the world a better place. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming out tonight to celebrate my class as we step into the newest, most exciting chapters of our lives. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gabrielle Kim-Levesque. Today, I stand before you to introduce the recipient of this year's yearbook dedication, my favorite person in this entire building, Mr. Perez. I hate when boys make me cry, so if I cry during this speech because of a bald man, please just bear with me. Mr. Perez has made an inerasable impact on our school, our community, and all those within. Throughout his 10 years at Campbell, Mr. Perez has been a beacon of wisdom, guidance, support, and dedication. His unwavering commitment to our students' successes and well-being has influenced our hearts and our minds. One of the most defining qualities of a great leader is their ability to inspire others. Mr. Perez embodies this trait flawlessly. His genuine passion for helping others, coupled with his extraordinary leadership skills, has served as a constant motivation for both students and staff alike. Mr. Perez has always been there, a steady presence in our lives, providing guidance during difficult times and celebrating our achievements. His unfaltering support has encouraged us to reach for the stars and believe in our own potential. Whether it's a comforting word of advice, a funny smile in the hallway, or a pat on the back, Perez has always been there. In addition to his invaluable contributions within school walls, he has been a pillar of the Litchfield community, working tirelessly to establish meaningful relationships. Perez's impact extends far beyond the classroom. He has been a champion for inclusivity, diversity, and social justice. His tireless effort to make all feel safe and welcomed is truly admirable. Regardless of backgrounds and circumstances, he makes sure there's a place in this building where each person feels valued. He has taught me the importance of embracing our differences and to not fear change, but embrace it. He has helped us to celebrate our unique differences and learn from each other's experiences. At the beginning of this year, I was given the opportunity to speak to a panel of teachers from around the state who were evaluating Mr. Perez for New Hampshire Assistant Principal of the Year. At first, I really wasn't sure what to say about him. This comes as a shocker to many because I talk a lot. But bragging about this old man, where to even start? To be completely honest, I didn't want Perez to win this award. I knew that with him winning, it meant he would also be leaving. But if there is one thing I've learned from him, it is to embrace the change in front of us. So although many of us view him as a pillar in our school, I knew I had to support him in his nomination for this award, even if it meant we would lose him in the end. So, newsflash, he did win, and he is leaving. I remember telling the board that Mr. Perez was, quote, a champion for all students. Those were the words I kept coming back to because I truly meant it each time. There is no one in this building who roots for the underdog and uplifts students more than this man. To further advocate for him, I share the story of how Mikey P. and I became best pals. Once upon a time, there sat sophomore year Gabrielle, a young girl finding her voice and deciding one day she was bold enough to email the entire administration at Campbell about the issues within our community. After a lot of surface-level conversations within the admin who gave me the bare minimum, there stood Mr. Perez, constantly checking on me, approaching me with new ideas, proposing a new club that we got up and running this year. Soon enough, Perez and I were basically besties. As I grew closer with him and started to bombard his office at all hours of the day with my friends, his office soon became our safe place in the school, a place to cry, vent, scream, study, talk, and debrief. That office knows some deep teenage girl secrets. Then my senior year came along. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for me. To start To elaborate, 1 week after the school year had started, I was taken out of school for 9 days for my mental health. It wasn't easy, but it had to be done. And upon my return to school, there was no one in this building more supportive and involved in my well-being than Mr. Perez. When I tell you he can read me and every other student like an open book, it's not a joke. On the hardest days, there was no smile or laughter I could use to mask what was going on in my mind. He knew from the tone of my voice, my facial expressions, and normal social interactions when I was and wasn't okay. No matter how much I tried to convince him I was fine, he knew I wasn't. One time, he even took away my open campus so I couldn't leave. And as mad as I was, he made the hard decision to revoke my privileges for my own benefit. That's how you know he truly cares. I can confidently stand before you all today and say that without those who have helped me along the way, I would not be here today. Abigail Delia, Katie Riando, Sophia Almeida, Delaney Power, Christina Castellano, Molly Dyer, Elena Montanero, Josephine Oberto, Kendall Reynolds, Mrs. Gaspar, Mr. Hess, Mrs. Nelson, my brothers Mason and Carter, my sister Sophia, my parents Brianna and Brandon, and a huge shout out to my dad, and of course Mr. Perez. I would not be here without all of you guys. You have truly saved my life in more ways than you know. As we turn the pages of this yearbook, we are reminded of the countless memories, the laughter, and the growth we experienced under the leadership of Mr. Perez. We will always remember the late nights spent studying for exams, the victories on sports fields, and countless memories of self-discovery. But a constant woven into the fabric of these memories will be the presence of Mr. Perez. To Mr. Perez, there is no one more deserving of the dedication of this yearbook than you. After a decade of loyalty and commitment to this school and every student who has roamed the halls, you deserve to be recognized and celebrated in more ways than one. I want to express my deepest gratitude for your unwavering commitment to our school, our growth, and our futures. Your passion and love for our student body has left a lasting impression on our lives. As we dedicate this yearbook to you, let it serve as a testament to your exceptional leadership, your profound impact, and your dedication to the betterment of all communities you are part of. Thank you, Mr. Perez, for being a guiding light in our journey of life. We are forever grateful for you. I know you'll miss us as much as we'll miss you, and that's why you couldn't stand being in the school without Christina, Kendall, and I. Enjoy Pinkerton. They're so lucky to have you, but in the end, remember Stinkerton rules and Campbell rules. Is it a true honor for me to present the 2023 yearbook dedication to you for all that you have done for us? Thank you for being part of the many who have saved my life.
Please sit. Please sit. I'll just make this real quick. I just want to thank you. 10 years has been great. It was kind of nice mingling before the ceremony started because I got to see a lot of the former graduates, a lot of siblings, Dyers, Gamashes, Martells, Druins, Castellanos. It was just a great day. So thank you, but today is really about these guys. So let's have some fun.
Hello. As most of you may know me, well, maybe not most, but at least a solid handful, or at least just my mom. To me, Campbell High School was a lot of things. Finding the words to string together has been almost impossible. If I had to describe to someone my Campbell High School experience, I would probably say something along the lines of, bro, it was such a movie. But in all seriousness, not just any movie, but the best movie you've ever seen. Rated E for everyone, of course. A movie that keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole time with a lot of giggles and even at times a few tears. A movie of all genres, a heartfelt rom-com with a splash of action and drama. To me, a movie does not get any better than that. Thankfully, we sell popcorn at the school store for a discounted price. Isn't that right, Barasa? Imagine a movie starting with a worldwide pandemic featuring the TikTok famous Mr. Keefe. I remember when I first heard of the coronavirus, I was just sitting in my freshman English class pretending to read Romeo and Juliet. Sorry, Keefe. While I heard some of my peers freaking out and watching them use Bath & Body Works pumpkin cupcake scented hand sanitizer to be safe, In retrospect, it was 99% scented glitter and 1% alcohol. After weeks of not sitting next to each other, being scared to breathe the same air, and aggressively washing our hands while singing happy birthday at least twice, we went into lockdown and did not know if and when quarantine was going to be lifted. Talk about a tear-jerking cliffhanger. Am I right? Not to spoil, but me and the rest of the class of 2023 are awaiting our diplomas here in front of you maskless, because that is just one of the hurdles we overcame together. When you get hooked into a movie, it goes by in seconds. That is exactly what happened to me in high school. I wish I could rewind the movie and watch it happen right in front of me again. Maybe fast forward a couple parts. But unfortunately, I cannot. The beautiful thing about that is me and my fellow classmates will be making our new sequels with the new characters and a new journey. I will forever be grateful that I met my cast and crew of the 2023 movie, and the staff of Campbell High School for helping direct us. As a kid, I never wanted to go to school. My mom would have to yank me out of bed when all I had to do was color, recite the alphabet, and trace letters. Now, after many years of going to school and being a part of the Litchfield community, I actually get excited for school, to attend my classes such as my honors senior English class. Even if I'm a little late every day, I'm still there, happy to make fun of Keith's bald head, and even dress as him for Halloween. My honors marketing class is a class I thrive in. Even when I give Mr. Barrasso the biggest headaches, B-Dog always has a kind smile on his face as he fist bumps me goodbye. And my AP Spanish class, I'm always excited for just to bluque it con mis amigos while Senor tries to win. And I will forever be grateful for that. In Campbell High School, teachers you've had in the past, or even teachers you've never had before, are there greeting you with a kind smile, asking how you are. For a while, I did not know Colonel's position at the school. I thought he was hired to greet everyone with a kind smile every morning and help me pass my math quizzes. Thank you, Colonel. It will always be a pleasure saying I was a part of the class of 2023. I am so proud of everything we accomplished together and so excited to see what we all accomplish on our own. Our high school experience was truthfully like no other. Thank you. The end.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to begin by thanking you all for being here tonight to celebrate this amazing class. I would like to thank all of our parents for being pillars of support throughout our journey over the many years. I would also like to thank each and every one of the staff members who have inspired us and led this class into becoming who we are today. Finally, I would like to congratulate the class of 2023 on their growth, perseverance, and determination as we made our way through the last 12 years together. Graduation is a time of reflection, a time to acknowledge our accomplishments, but also a time to contemplate the future and the impact we hope to make in the world. Today, I want to discuss a concept that has the power to shape our lives, our societies, and our perception of others: the danger of a single story. As I sat staring at the screen of a Google Meet during my world history class during my sophomore year, Mr. Sika played a TED Talk video that had a profound impact on me that I wish to share with you tonight. The video was of a Nigerian woman named Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, who recounted her experience with the danger of a single story. She talked about her experience with this concept and how it relates to race and social class. Adichie said, "The single story creates stereotypes, and the problem with stereotypes is that they are not untrue, but that they are incomplete. They make one story become the only story." Throughout our lives, we have encountered countless stories, narratives that have shaped our beliefs and influenced our understanding of the world. But what happens when we limit ourselves to a single story? What happens when we allow stereotypes to cloud our judgment, to create barriers between us and others? The danger of a single story lies in its ability to strip individuals and communities of their complexity, their diversity, and their humanity. It leads us to make assumptions based on limited information, to generalize, and reduce the richness of human experience to simplistic notions. By accepting a single story, we risk perpetuating injustice, discrimination, and a world divided by ignorance. Think about the times when you have been subjected to a single story, when others have made assumptions about you based on your background, your appearance, or your abilities. How did it feel to be reduced to a narrow definition? How did it feel to be reduced to a single story, a story oversimplified, incomplete, a story reducing you to a one-dimensional cardboard cutout of yourself, someone else's version of you, grainy and soft at the edges? Now, imagine the immense power we have as graduates, as the next generation of leaders, to challenge and change the single stories that surround us. We have the ability to break down stereotypes, to amplify diverse voices, and to create a more inclusive society. To do this, we must actively seek out different perspectives and engage in meaningful conversations. We must question the narratives we encounter and challenge the biases that perpetuate the single story. We must recognize that each person we meet carries a multitude of stories within them, and it is our responsibility to listen, learn, and celebrate those stories. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, let us remember that the dangers of a single story extend far beyond our own individual experiences. In a world that is increasingly interconnected, the stories we tell and the stories we believe have the power to shape the course of history. So, let us strive to be storytellers of truth and understanding. Let us be champions of empathy and compassion. Let us reject the temptation to judge others based on a single narrative and instead celebrate the diversity that enriches our world. Graduates, I have no doubt that each and every one of you has a unique story to tell. You have the power to shape the narrative of your own life and to challenge the single stories that hold others back. Embrace your complexities, acknowledge the complexities of others, and together, let's create a future where the power of a single story is replaced by the power of many stories united in harmony. Congratulations, Class of 2023. May your stories be heard, may your journeys be extraordinary, and may you be the catalyst for change in a world that desperately needs your voices. Thank you.
Good evening, fellow graduates, families, and friends. My name is Anthony Mangiafico, but most of you know me by AJ, and I'm the treasurer for the class of 2023. It is a Campbell tradition for each class to pass on a gift to be remembered by. Before we give our gift, I would like to invite the class of 2024 President Declan Sullivan to join me on stage. This year, the class officers and class advisor, Ms. Parker, have decided to give 2 gifts this year. This year, we have designed a banner that is hung on the back of the press box, welcoming all fans to our home that we call the Cougar Den. The second gift from the class of 2023 is 3 plaques for the Campbell Hall of Fame, 1 for each of the 3 categories: educators, alumni, and community members. To be inducted to the Hall of Fame, you have to be out of the district for 5 years. But us class officers have come to make an exception. As a special farewell, we have decided to put the first nameplate on the educator plaque for our brilliant vice principal, Mr. Michael Perez, who has changed the lives of so many over the past 10 years at Campbell. We wish you the best in the future and good luck at Pinkerton. We want to thank Campbell High School and hope our gifts last to remember our legacy of the Campbell High School class of 2023.
On behalf of the entire Campbell community, I would like to humbly accept this gift from the class of 2023.
Hi everyone. For those of you that may not know me, my name is Kiana Henderson, and I've been the Student Council Co-President here at CHS for the past 2 years. I've had the privilege to work along other leaders such as Molly Dyer, countless Student Council members, and the Campbell student body. We have worked hard to not only make this school a better place, but to make our community better as a whole. As I stand here today, I was asked to give a well-deserved recognition to the members of Campbell's Student Council, as well as the opportunity to recognize the leadership and dedication of the class of 2023. A majority of Campbell's student body spends numerous hours in and outside of school, either dedicated to a club, sport, other extracurriculars, or in some cases, all 3. I can happily say that 85% of Campbell's student body is involved in some way, shape, or form here at the high school. This number within itself only shows how dedicated, driven, and determined the class of 2023 truly is. For as long as I can remember, I've seen students lending a helping hand to others and climbing on board to finish the next task. So as we, the class of 2023, sit here today, there are many things we should keep in mind. On the first day of freshman year, we heard how high school would be over in the blink of an eye. And I know none of us believed it then, but I'm sure over these past few weeks, it's begun to sink in. We have lived our high school careers in a rush, always looking forward to the next few weeks. 3 weeks until homecoming, 2 weeks until winter break, and only 1 more week until the semester's over. Then as the weeks flew by, we started counting down by days. 3 more days till Springfest, 2 more days until senior week, and 1 more day until graduation. Now take a moment and look at everyone here that we've spent the last 13 years with, always running through life and counting down until the very next moment. All the hard work and what may feel like a lifetime of service that we have put back into this school is coming to a close. We may have made it to what is considered the end, but when Monday rolls around, we will all be slightly shocked when we aren't in a rush to get to class or make sure we're on time for another meeting. All the weeks, days, and minutes are going to be the moments we cherish and some days want back. So lastly, before I pass the mic on to Molly, make sure to soak in the rest of today. Soak in the time we spent with one another. Soak in the hard work and dedication each and every one of you have put into these last 4 years. And remember that our time here at CHS may be coming to a close, but the class of 2023's journey has just begun.
Good evening, class of 2023, staff, family, and friends. I am honored to stand in front of all of you today to introduce the guest speaker for our class. For over 15 years, Miss Angelini has dedicated her time to the students here at Campbell High School. Whether it is lighting up the classroom with her lively personality or bringing her enthusiastic spirit to the math team, she is always a joy to be around. Miss Angelini always goes above and beyond to ensure that each of her students understand the curriculum while taking the time to build a personal connection with each student as well. She is a beloved teacher whose kindness and compassion makes her a role model for all of us, and we could not be happier that she is representing our class. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Miss Angelini to the podium.
Good evening. School board members, administration, faculty and staff, parents and families, friends, and class of 2023. Thank you so much for the honor of speaking to you today. In 2023, after 23 seasons in the NFL, 7 Super Bowl rings, and numerous accolades, Tom Brady officially retired for the final time at age 45, we think. His legacy emerging on the scene as a 6th-round pick in the 2000 NFL Draft to becoming the GOAT, greatest of all time, is unlikely to ever be repeated. Reflecting on his career, he said, "I thought I would never have the chance to play until one time I did, because I was prepared and the opportunity presented itself." Tom Brady's preparation touched more areas than what we saw on the football field. Tom's path from 6th-round draft pick to GOAT required a plan. He evaluated what happened during both wins and losses, identified what could be better, discarded what wasn't working while keeping what worked and could be used again. He used critical thinking to navigate his career away from the potential setback of almost being Mr. Irrelevant, which is what they call the last pick in the NFL draft. I am confident that you will all make the most of what your future has to offer. But I would be remiss to tell you that you will never face a setback or an obstacle. Setbacks are easier to weather if you are prepared than if you are unprepared. The premise of the saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, is rooted in the concept of being prepared. The best preparation and training you can give yourself is to develop your critical thinking skills. Life will provide you with many opportunities to keep growing and learning no matter what path you choose, and critical thinking will help you get there. Now, what is critical thinking? Maybe some critical thinking is required here to answer that question. After much reflection, I realized that critical thinking begins with how you take in information. You are living in a time when there is so much information at your fingertips. You must be able to unpack that information, determine how it applies to you, and how you are going to use it. Critical thinking means you ask the hard questions. Do I agree with it? What is its long-term impact? Is this right for me at this time? Is more research required? Answering all those questions takes work. There is no iPhone app that will do this work for you. But technology never stops. Traditionally, information would not become knowledge until a person made a connection with it in a way that was meaningful. We are all now aware that artificial intelligence, or AI, has the power to make those connections for you and therefore tempt you to stop critically thinking more than Google or your favorite app. However, AI will not be able to solve every relationship issue, work issue, and financial issue you may face. It won't help you win every opportunity or overcome every obstacle in your life, but the ability to think critically will. Technology is a tool and not a replacement for meaningful skills needed throughout your life, such as teamwork, communication, time management, perseverance, adaptability, and accountability. These skills are valuable as you will be working with others if asked to help solve a novel problem in which there is no foundation to use as a starting point. In short, there could be times when there are no pre-existing apps, technology, or online data to fall back on. There was even a name for those times. We call them the 80s. Speaking of the 80s, a time when the acquisition of information and knowledge was more difficult than it is now, there was an Oscar-nominated movie release titled Stand and Deliver. This movie was based on a true story about students at Garfield High School in East Los Angeles who viewed passing the AP Calculus exam as an opportunity they thought they could never achieve. It's probably not surprising why I love this movie and why I have it on demand on all platforms and all devices. Their math teacher, Jaime Escalante, decided that he wanted to teach his students calculus, even though they had not taken all the prerequisite courses. His goal was to have them all take the AP exam their senior year. The students agreed to take the prerequisites over the summer, and in the fall, they made a contract to come to school on Saturdays and show up early and stay late each day to prepare for the exam. Why would they do this? Why such a desire to do the work? They saw an opportunity and were willing to work for it. Mr. Escalante opened their eyes to that opportunity. His mantra was ganas, which is Spanish for desire. Did I say that right? From that desire came the hard work. But apart from giving them a desire to succeed, he also wanted to get his students to see beyond their current situation. He wanted them to be prepared. There is a scene in the movie where he is in a car driving with a student and driving a little too fast. The student had to make a quick decision on whether to turn left or right. Well, the wrong decision was made and they went down a dead-end road. Mr. Escalante sat there quietly and simply said, "All you can see is the turn in the road. You don't see the road ahead." Well-honed critical thinking skills will help you see the road ahead through all the twists and turns you may face in life. Now, did they all pass the AP exam? Well, you have to see the movie to find out. But if you were to capture the main theme of the movie into an equation, which I often do with movies, it would be desire plus hard work plus preparedness equals success. I would like to end by talking about one of my favorite teachers. There was a teacher at Campbell High School who many faculty and Litchfield families will remember. He stood exactly where I am standing right now and addressed the class of 2010. He was Mr. Michael O'Keefe. Mr. O'Keefe was an amazing teacher and adored by students. He was patient, inspiring, and passionate. He would tell his chemistry students to keep a copy of the periodic table under their pillows at night. But most importantly, he would use one word consistently in his classroom: think. Students even created and sold t-shirts with a picture of Mr. O'Keefe and the statement, "Be like Mike, think." The proceeds were used to create a scholarship in his name. In his commencement address, he told the class of 2010 that they were living in exciting times, and he told them to think and always ask why. Well, 13 years later, I need to repeat the theme that critical thinking is even more crucial than ever, since you are living in an age where technology will be changing faster than you can imagine today. At that pace, it will definitely change how you live. Just don't let it change how you think. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Good evening to the graduating class and to all the people who have been present in our lives to support us. Congratulations to each and every one of you. You've worked hard and persevered through many obstacles to be here. Before I go any further, I would like to thank the people in my life who made it possible for me to stand before you today. A massive thanks to my mom, dad, grandparents, classmates, CHS staff, and I guess my brother too. Without all of you, my high school journey would not have been the same, so thank you. I will admit I hadn't originally planned to stand before you today. Being valedictorian wasn't on my bucket list of experiences. Going into high school, I honestly was happy to sit back and listen to somebody else talk about our futures. Any volunteers? Just kidding, this year that task has fallen upon me. I am honored to speak to each of you about how bright all of our futures will be. All of the storms this past week reminded me of a moment caught in the rain and all that I learned from it. Last summer in a storm, rain was pouring and thunder was rumbling in the distance. I shivered as raindrops soaked my shirt and made it stick to my skin. I felt the squish of my shoes as the rain turned them into sponges. I was exhausted, soaked to my core, and doubtful the storm would ever end. Finally, though, the rain stopped and a rainbow appeared, a complete opposite of the gray clouds that had covered the sky moments before. I took a moment to enjoy the simple beauty that had rose from this horrible storm. Eventually, the weight of my soaked clothes and shoes brought me back to the present. I remembered the terror I felt, the cold, and the hopelessness. Life is funny that way. From a darkness comes a light that can be so beautiful you can't help but stop for a moment to enjoy it. When you're brought back to the present, you realize the world didn't pause and wait for you to recover. It goes on. And you're left to catch up and wonder, was that second that you stopped worth it? No, you must keep going. If you're tired, great, so is everyone else. I didn't understand that taking some time off was okay. My mindset changed, though, when I saw someone else in the storm. Instead of running, that person decided to dance. What a cliche, dancing in the rain. It wasn't a movie, but still, there they were, twirling and singing as rain poured down and lightning lit the sky. At that moment, I didn't understand how someone could just stop and enjoy the cold, the wet, and not fear what was to come. Now I realized they were living in a moment and taking a much-needed break in a situation out of their control. Whether it be dancing in the rain or just pausing for a moment to enjoy the rainbow, it's important to take time to stop. Going until you break isn't worth it. Life can be difficult. I won't claim to have it mastered. I will admit, at times, it can be stressful and scary. Sometimes we all need a reminder to take a break before we break ourselves. Take time to enjoy life. Sometimes we all need a reminder to enjoy the beauty of a moment while it lasts. So next time, instead of running through it, I challenge you all to dance in the rain. And if not, at least look at the rainbow that follows. Before I close, I'd like to share a brief anecdote with you. Last fall, I was tasked with finding the perfect phrase to personalize my new Van high tops. To Pinterest I went. As I scrolled, I happened upon two simple words: perfectly imperfect. I had an epiphany. For a minute, I just stared at my phone screen, thinking about how I could not be the perfect person I wanted to be. I examined all these mistakes, these failures, these imperfections of mine. Looking back at each of those moments, I found the lessons I could learn and a strength to move forward. As a better version of myself, people laugh when I tell them that Pinterest taught me one of my most important life lessons. I don't care though, because despite what others think, at that moment my mindset changed. I made a decision then and have stuck with it to not fear making mistakes. So I encourage all of you to not aim for perfection and instead embrace your flaws. Thank you once again to the parents, teachers, family, and friends who allow us to make mistakes. Thank you for being there to support us as we become the imperfect beings you see before you today. As we move forward to the next chapter of our lives, I hope each of you will take the lessons you learned with you at Campbell High School. Many of us have different paths which we will be taking. But just remember that for now, our pathways are intertwined, and to hold on to these moments together. I know that every one of you will have an impact on this world. Finally, embrace your mistakes as times to learn instead of setbacks. Learn to love your flaws because they make each of us who we are. Each and every one of you who sits before me today is not going to be perfect, but we all have the choice to accept being perfectly imperfect. Thank you.
There we go. Good evening, and welcome family, friends, community to celebrate the class of 2023 of Campbell High School. It has been an absolute honor to serve this class, this school, and the community this year as the principal of Campbell. Before we begin the ceremony, I would like to take a moment to express my great appreciation to all the families and friends who have supported the graduates along this journey. I also want to thank Litchfield School Board, including Chairwoman Mrs. Heidi Ames, and members Mrs. Elizabeth McDonald, Mr. Andrew Cutter, Mrs. Christina Harrison, and Mr. Peter Plansky for their support of our schools. To Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Michael Jetty, and Curriculum Director Mary Widman, and the entire SAU staff who worked tirelessly on behalf of the Litchfield School District, thank you all for your support. Most importantly, I want to express my deep appreciation to the best administrative team, Mike Perez, Val Nelson, and Josh Knight. The greatest administrative assistants in Karen Santum, Terry Taylor, and Amanda Susi, along with the entire Campbell High School faculty and staff for your total commitment to our seniors to help them reach this moment. And now, as principal of Campbell High School, I do certify that these students have successfully met the graduation requirements set by the Litchfield School Board in the state of New Hampshire. I present to you Mrs. Heidi Ames, Chairwoman of the Litchfield School Board, the graduating members of the class of 2023. And I ask the following individuals to assist in the distribution of the diplomas: Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Michael Jetty; Assistant Principal, Mike Perez; Director of School Counseling, Val Nelson; Athletic Director Josh Knight, Senior Class Advisor Dawn Parker. Faculty members Colonel Kelly Frazier will be announcing the names of the graduates. Now, as we formally begin the ceremony, I express my deepest gratitude and congratulations to the CHS Class of 2023.
Aiden John Brown, University of Connecticut. Diploma with distinction. Olivia Joy Ash, University of New Hampshire, Distinguished Diploma. Justin Peter Haley, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Diploma with distinction. Anthony Joseph Mangiafico, University of Massachusetts Lowell. Gabrielle Faith Kim Levesque, Northeastern University, Diploma with distinction. Molly Rose Dyer, University of Maine. Kiana Hope Henderson, University of Alabama. Alexandria Olivia Byron, University of New Hampshire, Diploma with distinction. Brianna Nancy Portillo, St. Anselm College. Kaylee Hannah Powers, Western New England University. Sky Liang Burrows, Ohio Wesleyan University, Diploma with distinction. Emma Abigail Catherine Burns, Liberty University. Nicholas Burbank. Tyler Charles Britt, HVAC. Kylie Vaughn Brennan, Automotive Trades. Sean James Bowen, Nichols College. Trevor Les Benoit, Skilled Trades. Riley Barca, Wentworth Institute of Technology. Sophia Elizabeth Almeida, Quinnipiac University. Isabel Joy Allaire, Rhode Island College. Samuel Michael Caleri, Salve Regina University. Christina Ann Castellano, Merrimack College. Daniel Joseph Chowdhury, Assumption University. Matthew Theodore Clifford, University of New Hampshire, Diploma with Distinction. Tyler Anthony Coates, Southern New Hampshire University. Jaden Timothy Cosma, New Hampshire School of Mechanical Trades. Abigail Grace Delia, Wentworth Institution of Technology, Diploma with Distinction. Mal Claire DeVries, Pet Groomer. Phoebe Lynn Druin, Northeastern University. Emma Ann Ducharme, Southern New Hampshire University, Diploma with Distinction. Avery Ann Fay, University of New Hampshire.
Happy birthday, Dad! Love you!
Justin A. Edmonds, University of Massachusetts, Lowell. Aiden Gerald Ducatelli, Plymouth State University. Sean Higgins Coughlin, Workforce. Christopher William Corbett, University of New Hampshire. Natalie Marie Cloutier, Curry College. Lydia Christ, Suffolk University. Cody Daniel Kerr, Montserrat College of Art. Caleb Hale Carton, Nashua Community College. Ansley Grace Buxton, University of California, Santa Barbara. Nice. Jaden Hayriye Erdemir, Empire Beauty School. Nicholas James Fay, University of Vermont, Diploma with distinction. Sean Patrick Follis, Worcester Polytechnical Institute, Diploma with distinction. Jacqueline Hunter Gamache, University of Rhode Island. Dominic Michael Goodrich, HVAC. Camden Michael Gilmain, Fish and Game. Allison Elizabeth Hancock, Johnson & Wales University. Benjamin Arthur Hebert, University of New Hampshire. Ava Lene Houle, St. Anselm College. Adam Mitchell Juzak, Worcester Polytechnical Institute, Diploma with distinction. Madison Lily Lane, Southern New Hampshire University. Jackson Brady Canale, Coastal Carolina University. Nadia Jacqueline Johnson, Plymouth State University. Wyatt Alexander Hemming, University of New Hampshire. Daniela Ann Hart, Nashua Community College. Casey E. Gilmain, Plymouth State University. Ryan Joseph Garrett, Regis College. Marola R. Gergis, Suffolk University. Matthew Carl Frank, Worcester Polytechnic Institute. Jordan Robert Fletcher, Southern New Hampshire University. Nathaniel David Kasperzak, Johnson & Wales University. Emma Grace Leclerc, Merrimack College. Joanna Grace Leone, cosmetology. Michael Edmund McDonald, St. Anselm College, diploma with distinction. Colton M. Martell, workforce. Megan Lene Medina, Simmons University. Cameron D. Morin, Manchester Community College. Evelyn Rose Page, United States Air Force. Dominic Peter Piccone, Plymouth State University. Katie Ann Riando, Bentley University, diploma with distinction. Andrew Demetrius Robert, Roger Williams University. Anthony Joseph Risitano, Southern New Hampshire University. Delaney Grace Power, Keene State College. Thomas P.G. Parenti, Landmark College. Keon B. Owen, United States Navy. Alexander Thomas Moore, University of Massachusetts, Amherst. Brady Hall Matthews, Elon University. Ryan J. McKinnon, University of New Hampshire, diploma with distinction. Mia Rose Latizo, University of New England. Devin James Lenke, University of New Hampshire, diploma with distinction. Matthew Robert Robideau, United States Marines, Trades. Jaden Nicole Sandquist, Emmanuel College. Mackenzie Pauline Shapiro, Suffolk University. Ariana Ashley Silk, Southern New Hampshire University. Gavin Matthew Simons, Merrimack College. Ava Lauren Soldner, University of Kansas. Isabella Jade Ternulo, Early Childhood Education. Morgan Elizabeth Wagner, Bentley University. Ethan Edward Wallenmeyer, University of New England, Diploma with Distinction. Emily Eva West, University of New Hampshire. Evelina Serenity West, Southern New Hampshire University. Parker Mark Chen Weaver, Workforce. Alex K. Wallenmeyer, University of New England, Diploma with Distinction. Aiden Connor Ty Burke, Workforce. Joseph Timothy Sullivan IV, St. Anselm College. Anais Jane Smith, Southern New Hampshire University. Dominic Michael Silver, Empire Beauty School. John Quinn Chesterkin, Southern New Hampshire University. Elizabeth Jane Schweda, Manchester Community College.
Today, as we gather here in the final moments of the celebration of the culmination of our high school journey, I stand before you as a proud representative of our incredible class. It is an honor to address you all as we bid farewell to this school and community and embark on the next chapter of our lives. I would like to express my deepest gratitude for the opportunity to serve as your class president, and I am humbled to have played a role in shaping our collective experience. As we reflect upon our time together, one word stands out to me: perseverance. Perseverance is the unwavering determination to overcome challenges and endure difficult times and pursue our dreams with unwavering resolve. It is this quality that has defined us as a class, and it is the reason we stand here today, triumphant and ready to face the world. Through our journey together as a class, we have encountered countless obstacles, both big and small, from demanding coursework and late-night study sessions to all the actors getting food poisoning at our Three Little Piggies concert. We have faced it all, but through it all, we have learned the importance of perseverance. We have discovered that success is not merely a product of talent or intelligence, but of grit, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to our goals. Think back to the moments when you felt overwhelmed, when it seemed impossible to keep going. Remember those sleepless nights spent studying for exams, pushing through exhaustion to meet deadlines, and facing rejection or disappointment? Yet, here we stand, having conquered those challenges, emerging stronger and more determined than ever before. Perseverance is not just about enduring difficult times, but also finding the strength within ourselves to rise above them. It is about the power of resilience, of bouncing back from failure and setbacks, and refusing to be defined by them. Each setback we faced was an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become better versions of ourselves. As we prepare to embark on the next phase of our lives, let us carry the spirit of perseverance with us. The road ahead will undoubtedly present its own set of challenges, but we have proven that we are capable of greatness. We have already demonstrated the ability to persevere, and that same dedication will guide us through the uncertainties and obstacles that lie ahead. Remember that success is not always immediate or linear. It may require countless hours of hard work, sacrifice, and persistence. It may demand that we step outside our comfort zone, take risks, and embrace the unknown. But let us never forget that within each one of us lies an indomitable spirit capable of achieving greatness when fueled by perseverance. As we leave this place, let us do so with heads held high, knowing that we have the power to overcome any challenge that comes our way. Let us continue to push boundaries, chase our dreams, and never settle for mediocrity. And most importantly, let us always believe in ourselves and in our ability to shape the future. To my fellow graduates, I'm immensely proud of what we have accomplished together. Our journey has not been easy, but it has been worthwhile. And as we bid farewell, let us carry the torch of perseverance, inspiring others and making a positive impact wherever life may lead us. Congratulations, Class of 2023. May your path be filled with perseverance, and may you achieve the extraordinary. Thank you. Would the members of the Class of 2023 please stand? As Class President of the Class of 2023, I would ask my classmates to please move your tassel from the right-hand side of your mortarboard to the left-hand side of your mortarboard. Congratulations. We are now alumni of Campbell High School.
All right, graduates, please go back to your seats.
stand.